Happy 4th of July 2025. This Day Weather Podcast brought to you by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured in an accident, don't face it alone. Get an experienced local Wyoming attorney on your side. Free consultations at wyomingadvocates.com or call 307-800-1952. You deserve an advocate. Well, we're looking at a happy 4th of July to everyone. Today's podcast is abbreviated. I've got a lot of photos that have come in over the last 24 hours. We'll get those photos in for you on Monday, but just kind of wanted to give you on this holiday a brief synopsis of what's going to happen between now and through the weekend so you can kind of hone in on your 4th of July plans. The thunderstorm potential is going to be along and east of the Continental Divide today through Sunday as the monsoon moisture plume has been pushing north and east here over the last 24 hours. And it certainly pushed into many areas yesterday, and the shower and thunderstorm activity definitely did increase in a lot of areas. So the potential for thunderstorms will be along and east of the divide. And I'm afraid to say we're going to have some of it being severe, not widespread severe, but I'll show you the areas we need to keep an eye on. If you're planning boating, camping, outdoor activities, you just need to know where the thunderstorms are going to be and just know in the back of your mind there's going to be that possibility. With drier air moving into the southwestern United States and western slope areas, you'll probably have the best weather for outdoor activities and 4th of July celebrations. It's going to be warm, but we have certainly had much, much hotter 4th of July periods, that's for sure. Now, I couldn't help but throw this one in because it's perfect. What we have here last night in the Cheyenne, Wyoming area was natural fireworks and some folks, well, setting off their own. So if you look closely, there you go in the background, quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity fired up yesterday afternoon and evening and into the evening hours as that monsoonal moisture plume headed east. And I've got another great example of an outflow boundary to show you. Save this radar loop from last night. So you see this thin line here. For those of you that have a radar app on your phone or you look at it on your PC, when you see these thin lines like this is air outflowing from a collapsed thunderstorm or shower somewhere off screen here. And the arrow shows the direction that the outflow boundary is going. Outflow boundaries act like frontal systems. They can push the air up, and if you push the air up, especially how moist the air is right now, and you've got some still heat built up from the day, you're going to trigger showers and thunderstorms. So let's loop this. Look very carefully along this boundary, and you will see an explosion of thunderstorms go from southeastern Wyoming into the Front Range of Colorado. That's what an outflow boundary can do. Go from little or nothing to a lot very quickly. The upper level feature I showed you yesterday, by noon today, will be across eastern Wyoming heading into the Dakotas. We still have moisture getting pumped in like this, but not nearly as intense. As you'll see in the satellite image, we have definitely seen that plume. The axis of the deepest monsoonal moisture is now along and into the eastern plains. We still have this upper level low here, and so this will cause moisture and instability to hang out over parts of the areas east of the Cascades into the Snake River Valley area of Idaho. Dry air, though, is punching into Arizona and the Four Corners region as the plume gets shoved off to the east. However, as the plume gets pushed to the east, it kind of loses its momentum going east and moisture gets left behind. So the precipitable water as of noon today, still very, very deep. And where you see the white and the green and the blue shading, you will be in a situation where an afternoon or evening thunderstorm is going to be possible. Yes, drier air is coming into the southwestern United States, but there'll still be enough for a little bit of thunderstorm activity today. The Storm Prediction Center does have quite a bit of a darker green swath here of marginal risk of strong thunderstorms today. And notice it extends from where I showed you where the deeper moisture is. Now, as we go through the day today, we're going to have shower and thunderstorm activity kind of around all day and even into the night. We have morning showers and thunderstorms possible. This is through the noon hour. 18 Zulu is the noon hour mountain time. By afternoon, the showers and thunderstorms extend from Oregon to the Dakotas, Kansas, Nebraska, then across northern Colorado, northern Utah. Little bit of lighter activity down here in the lighter blue patches. But definitely, you can see the thunderstorms are going to be where the monsoon moisture plume is. And then into the nighttime hours, they'll continue. So, especially out here, these thunderstorms may certainly interrupt firework displays, and that's going to be something that will happen in some areas. That takes us through tomorrow morning on this slide. Look at this. You see this? What we have here is kind of a mesoscale convective complex in southeastern Montana. So for you folks in eastern and southeastern Montana, there's likely going to be a nocturnal area of thunderstorms, kind of a cluster of thunderstorms that will continue into the overnight hours. Then as we get into Sunday, the Storm Prediction Center has quite an extensive area of strong to maybe severe thunderstorms from Montana into the Front Range of Colorado, into western Nebraska and the Dakotas, then into the northern plains. Because the monsoonal moisture is kind of hung up, it's not going to get pushed away completely. So there's your thunderstorm activity. And again, if we were to draw the Continental Divide, you can see it's just along and just east, both sides though. Notice northern and western Wyoming, good part of Montana. It does stay on the either side of the divide because of that upper low back here. A little bit of thunderstorm activity sneaking back up into southern Arizona, but the Four Corners area here in that dry pocket. So the areas where I've shown you these colors where the thunderstorms are going to be is where you want to be prepared for afternoon and evening thunderstorms. Remember your lightning safety rules, because these thunderstorms are really good in this type of pattern of producing frequent lightning and dangerous lightning. Here's your Storm Prediction Center for Sunday. So for Sunday, we still have an area of showers and thunderstorms that could get strong in that darker shaded green, and this is what Sunday looks like. So Sunday is going to be active as well. So we're going to go through the 3-day weekend here with afternoon and evening thunderstorms, and some of them are going to occasionally get strong. Have a happy, safe 4th of July. We'll have a lot for you on Monday, including the photos that everyone's been sending in.